Hey guys, Frank Rich here from MASSTHETICMUSCLE.com, and in today's video we're going to talk about the lat pull down. Now, the lat pull down may be one of the most versatile movements that you can do within the gym. And when I say versatile, I mean as far as the options that you have and how you can perform and execute this movement. Now, depending upon the gym and what your gym offers, there's a handful of different type of attachments that you can use, different grips, variations, hand positions that you can do within the lat pull down. So I want to break them down and kind of go over the few main ones and hopefully answer some questions that you may have as far as which ones you need to be doing. Do you need to be including all of them within your training, within your workouts? So first, if we kind of just look at all the different type of handle attachment that you can have. You have your wide grip, what I have attached here. You have a medium grip. You can use a typical cambered bar, doing it underhand fashion. Here at Powerhouse, we have a mag grip, which is more of a medium width grip. You have close grip, and then you can always do a single attachment cable as well. So what do all these different grips do? Where's the application for them within your training? Hopefully I can answer some of those questions. But first, let's break down the standard wide grip lat pull down. Now, I'm sure you guys have all heard or possibly even said this yourself, that lat pull downs give you wings. There's that whole kind of like meme that's been floating around on the internet. The Red Bull doesn't give you wings, lat pull down give you wings. So your standard wide grip, this is probably the most common seen, most common performed type of pull down that you see within the gym. It's basically, it's going to have you doing a wider grip attachment here, pulling more in a wide, bringing your elbows behind you. So what is that type of movement really working? Well, if we think about what the lat function does, it does run in a vertical plane. So the purpose of the lat is to bring your elbows down, but then at a certain point we want to be able to get them behind us. The lat runs vertically and then it attaches here at the spine. So the actual movement is going to be more along this. So with your wider grip, your main advantage or your main work that you'll get from doing that is really going to be here at the top of the movement. So if we break it down here, getting in a position where our knees are locked, we don't want our butt coming up off of the pad. So we're here. Now, all of the movements that we do today, and every time you do any type of back movement, the first thing you want to think about doing is a retraction at the scapula. So you never want to pull from here. This is rear delt. So our first initiation with this movement is going to be to retract our scapula and then pull vertically down. Retract, pull. So like I said, our greatest advantage with this movement is really here because we're not able to get the lat fully shortened down here just due to the limitations within our arms. So we want to focus here, retract, keeping a vertical pull down. The minute you start to do this, okay, you're not doing any lat movement at all. That's going to be rear delt pull. That's going to be upper back. That's where that range is going to go. Now, if we move here, I know you guys may not have this attachment. This is one that I do really like, just because it gives the freedom of movement within your wrists. So what I'm going to demonstrate is a medium width grip, doing an underhand row or an underhand pull. So here, we want to get our hands. Basically, if you were to just raise your arms up in the air, where do you naturally pull? So like we talked about, our lat pull, our lat motion is going to be this. So we want to get our arms in a position where it's going to be naturally pulling that way. So if I grab my bar here, remaining in a vertical position with my torso, retract at the scapula first. Think about pulling down. And as I get to a certain point at the bottom, actually squeezing my elbows into the side. Once again at the top, let it fully stretch, let those shoulders protract, Initiate by retracting and then squeezing down. As far as full lat development, really working those lower lats as well, the medium grip, the underhand pull is probably going to be your best option to really work the lat through its fullest range. Next one we can break down is a closer grip. This is going to really depend upon your structure, your body, if this is going to be a good movement for you to do or not. Once again, our greatest advantage as far as lat development is going to be at the top, where we can really get a stretch. If you want to keep the movement on the lats, don't flare out. The lats are not responsible for elbow flaring out. So the minute you go here, you're getting more mid-trap, upper back involved. So if you want to keep it in a lat pull or lat focus movement, once again, retract down. Try to keep those elbows tucked in to your side. Once again, a great movement here to really get a long stretch at the top. Retract down. Keep those elbows tucked up against to your side. And then the final one I'm going to break down for you guys is what would be a single-handed lat pull down. What I like about this movement is your ability to work one side unilaterally, so your stronger side is not going to take over. And also, by being able to pull from one side, what you can do is keep the side that you're working, keep that shoulder depressed. Kind of a lean to that side. So we're talking again about really shortening, really getting that lat in its fully contracted position. By having the shoulder blade depressed down, you're really able to get that lat fully shortened. So I'm gonna drop the weight down a little bit here to do this demonstration. Once again, really getting that stretch here at the top. And since I'm pulling on the right side, I want to keep this shoulder slightly depressed, slightly down. And by having more freedom of motion than I do with a locked two-handed position, I'm really able to get that lat in its fully shortened or contracted range. Now obviously, make sure to work both sides equally. Probably start with your weaker side first. So if your left side is weaker than your right side, do your left side first, max out, do the most amount of reps you can do on that. Make sure you match it with the right side. Hope this video was informative for you guys. I know the lat pull down can be overwhelming. What do I need to do with it? How's the best way to perform it? As far as how to rotate these exercises in, I wouldn't recommend doing all four within one workout. You're simply gonna lose out as far as like on your other movements. So pick one, pick two, rotate them in, rotate them out. Because like I said, they're all gonna work the lat in a little bit different range. And then you can complement it with your other rowing exercises, with the other movements that you're doing. If you guys are looking for instructional PDFs on how to perform, not just the lat pull down, but all the other exercise that you're doing in the gym, it is something that's included within our MASSTHETIC Muscle Program. Our MASSTHETIC Mechanics Guide has over 80 different exercises with a step-by-step blueprint on how to exactly pull them or how to execute them. So if you're curious or interested in picking that up, the link is down in the description box below. Also, we still have our free report available, the 5 tips to help you accelerate your muscle growth. Make sure to pick that up if you haven't. Appreciate you guys tuning in today and really hope this was informative. Make sure to stay tuned next week for the upcoming video, and I'll talk to you soon.